Hello my dear friends, and in this video I would like to share with you my personal experience of doing the research paper. So the name of my research paper is Interconnection between English language acquisition and intercultural competence. So why did I choose this topic is because nowadays this topic is really relevant because mostly in the Kazakhstani school, in universities, teachers teach only English as a language and don't teach English as an intercultural language and intercultural competence. So the main purpose was to prove that studying English language can foster students' intercultural communication competence, and in order to achieve this purpose I put 5 aims. The first one is to create a survey using Google Forms, and then conduct a survey among our students in TFL, then analyze using appropriate tools. The first one would be implement Bennett's model to results. We will talk about the Bennett's model later. And the last one, compare hypothesis and the main results. So, as I said, the significance of my topic is that the definitions of ICC and Bennett's model are now new for Kazakhstani education and are not really implemented, but they still play a significant role in education at all. Also, this research will help the future teachers and nowadays teachers with choosing the materials for English language learners. So my participants of this, let's say, experiment are third-year students of Suleiman Demirel University, exactly who study in humanities and education, 2 foreign languages. They are aged from 19 to 22. The gender doesn't really matter, so it's mixed. Also, to prove that English language is fosters students' intercultural competence, I've chosen the upper intermediate and advanced level of English. Nationality also doesn't matter in this research, so it's mixed, and the number of my participants is 43. So methods. First of all, I did literature review, where I gained the knowledge from the different sources, from the books and websites. Also, self-made questionnaire, which will be measuring different aspects of ICC. And the last one, Bennett's model of cultural awareness. So my instruments during the research was Likert type scale questionnaire, which covers 3 aspects of ICC, which I made by myself: culture behavior, and diversity. And then I did the implementation of Bennett's model of cultural awareness, which shows levels of cultural awareness like we know denial, defense, minimization, acceptance, adaptation, and the last one is integration. So when I did my literature review, I found that there are a lot of covered studies about methods for raising students' ICC and techniques for implementation of ICC in different schools and different universities, but I didn't see any studies that were talking about the influence of studying EFL on students' ICC, which I am doing now, and measuring the ICC level with the help of specific test and Bennett's model, which also is made by me. So here are the stages of my research from 1 to 6. First one is, as I said, gaining knowledge about all needed resources. Second is conducting questionnaire, then analyzing the results and implementations of Bennett's model to these results, final findings and the conclusions. So I did 4 research questions and 1 hypothesis. The first one, how does English language correlate with people's intercultural awareness? Then, can learning English foster Kazakhstani EFL learners' cultural competence? If yes, in what way? Next, to what extent Kazakhstani EFL learners' cultural competence developed? And the last one, which factors during the studying process influence people's cultural competence the most, like music, traveling, and movies? So from these questions, I made a hypothesis that there is a connection between English language and the students' intercultural communication competence. While doing my questionnaire, as I said, there were 43 participants, And here I divided my 10 questions into 3 categories, as I said: culture, behavior, and diversity. So the blue one is culture, red one is behavior, and green one is diversity. The results. So behavior aspect from all of the students, the average number of the answer is 3.29, which goes somewhere between acceptance and adaptation level in the Bennett's model. Second aspect is culture, which was the middle one, 3.79, which showed that average student is in adaptation level in the culture aspect. The third one is diversity, the highest one, 4.35, which refers to the integration level in the Bennett's model. So the average from all of the aspects is 3.8, which goes to adaptation level in Bennett's model. So the conclusions were that the average number showed that average student culture awareness was at the level of adaptation, as I said, which is penultimate level in Bennett's model. The ultimate level was integration, as you know. So absolutely every aspect taken into account overall average number 2 had shown that students were only at the ethno-relativistic level of Bennett's model. So Bennett's model has 2 levels, and the highest levels refers to ethno-relativistic, so we can say that all of the students were above this level. Second conclusion, that it's just conclusion of the research paper, that originally stated aims of the research paper were successfully accomplished, and the survey, which served as a data collection tool, was profitably conducted, and expected and some unexpected data were analyzed. Using all data analysis tools and Bennett's model, the results were displayed, which I showed to you. So here I'd like to tell about present implications, that it would be better to expand the variety of questions that I did in questionnaire, and also to give special attention to the main factors which can foster students' intercultural communication competence, like music, videos, texts, and social media. I did have this kind of question in my research, but I couldn't really give a total answer to it, so it would be better if I give special attention to it. And if I did this way, it would be seen which factors dominate the most, and teachers of English language would take an advantage and use following techniques in their own studies. They would see which factors can really foster the students' English intercultural competence, and they would use them during the lessons. Implications for further research would be to broaden the quantity of participants. Yeah, I had only 43 participants, and it would be hasty generalization, but I would like to broaden the quantity of participants in order to take precise answers. And to take into consideration another institutions, not only SDU, but also schools and universities and others. Third one, to expand variety of another aspects of ICC. Like I said, I had only 3 aspects, behavior, culture, and diversity, and it would be better to expand in which aspect dominates the most and which factor dominates the least. And the last one, to investigate not only students but teachers ICC level 2. It is relevant for our Kazakhstani education because Kazakhstani teachers are not really good at English, and it would be better to test them too, not only the students. That's all for my presentation. Hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed, leave a comment and put the like. So see you in the next video.